Okay, this is the one that everyone's been waiting for, and I know it's been a long time coming. So today I thought I'd get back into the alphabet letter series and start it off with M, N, and O. I think this is episode 5, is it? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's episode 5. Yeah, like I said, I've been getting messages, comments, and I've been putting it off for such a long time. But yeah, today is the day, and we're going to get back into it. So, M, N, O. All these letters I have in my tag, and I really like the letter M. So, capital M, non-capital M. There's so much you can do with both these letters. So I'll start off with the capital M, and it's just a pretty basic M, you know, straight up, easy. But then off this, this is where you come with, let's say that's your foundation. Now let's go with a black marker, but think all the stuff you can do off this. So you can come with an underline, you can come with a hook, same on the opposite side, underline, hook, hook. Can bring it out at the top higher, drag it in. You know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double hook, 7, 8, 9. Even do a little bend in it. There's so many different ways there off the foundation of the letter M. So if we put them together, that's what I'm saying, that they can do so much. Because of this here at the end, you can always come with some sort of flick or, I don't know, whatever, flares at the end of it. But then because it also starts there, you could even do it. So, just end that one off. Like I say, even the underhook. There's so many different variations you can do with this letter. And this is just the capital version of it. I mean, it's pretty similar, isn't it? Instead of coming with the kind of the sharp bits, you're just going to come with the more rounded versions of it. And then mix them up as well. So it's rounded and sharp. Then the basics, it's all about the angles that you want to do. And that's what I think is quite important with the M. It's all about the angles. I mean, we could just go straight for basic style, or yeah, there's so much stuff you can do with the M. Which leads me on to the letter N, which again, it's so similar. It's pretty much the same letter, isn't it? Going up, but instead of coming to there and back up, we're just coming down to that stick. It's so similar. So everything that you're doing at the beginning on the letter M, you can do on the N. See, I'm just going over in black so it stands out a bit more, but all we're doing is missing that part out. Even on something that's a bit technical, like this one for instance, coming down, that can even be brought into there. But I'll do some separately. Same with the non-capital version of it, it's just the same. So, and one of the ends that I do a lot is this one. I really exaggerate this part and bring it in. So when I've done a tag and I'm writing someone, there's the O, I'm bringing that into it. And then that's leading me onto my E. But yeah, some variations of N. So again, underline up, hook, cross, more basic. And then that's kind of adding the non-capital, like I was just saying then, with curves and the sharp edges. You can do it both ways. And there's just a basic one. Again, angles, spread it out, keep it tight. Little flick at the beginning. I don't know, you can just throw something at the bottom of it. An arrow at the start. Like I say, man, it's just like the letter M. So anything I'm doing with this, I'd pretty much do the same with the M. Same as that there, but they're the same letter. Trust me, they're the same letter. Like I could make that an M. Once you've mastered the M or the N, you're gonna master the other one. They're both the same, so it isn't too hard to learn this letter, add stars and exaggerations onto them. Yeah, that's your M. N, sorry. And then this is the next letter. O is up there with the most basic letters of all time. It's just like the letter I that I showed you previously. Well, probably not even that I literally could do that kind of two different ways, but I mean capital and non-capital is just the same letter, and there's not much you can do with this letter. I mean, you get your sort of standard basic, you can make it a bit elongated, or you can make it more fat. This is the only kind of real part that you get to mess with, really, this bit here. So instead of just, sorry, I didn't mean that. Instead of just joining up, add that bit at the end. That's really where you can only add some style. I don't think it works if you do it the opposite way. Yeah, don't look so good, does it? But then if you want to end the tag with it, so let me just say that the tag has M and then it's an O. Again, you go back to this, you know, elongated or fat, and over exaggerate the fatness of it. So come like that, you can put a star in it. Arrow. Do you know, yesterday when I was doing the TikTok live, I wrote some, I can't remember the tag now, but the first time I ever did this O, and I thought, you know what, that looks sick, man. So it was the O, and then I just did this to make it. I don't know what was coming through my head at the time. I was thinking of, like, I don't know, like, I can't remember the guy's request. I think it was Cosmo. So yeah, MO, and I did the O, and I thought, yeah, you know what, that just reminds Cosmo and, you know, galaxies and that. That's a bit like a Saturn in it. But yeah, that's just a random one. But yeah, the O's, they're the kind of stuff you can really put, you know, an arrow. Yeah, there's not much you can do with it. Does this, that one as well. And then just add the arrow or add it into a star. Oh, I've done cracks in them before, just little stuff like that. But I mean, there's a square actually. Yeah, the square rows. Again, it's just a different shape. There's not much you can actually add to it. Maybe triangle. Oh, I've never done that. I've never done a tag with a triangle logo, but yeah, I'm just thinking of the shapes of them. Just play around with it. I'm sure you'll, from this video, give you some ideas anyway, and then put it together and see what you get. But yeah, that there is MNO. Episode 5 finally finished. I'll probably just drop some tags with M, N and O in, which you all know anyway is my tag. So when I write my name, so it's S, there's my O, there's my N, E, there's the O, and they're just sort of really basic variations of the letter. But then if you want to add some sort of flair into them, I mean, there's the M, the O, I can do that, the N, again, a bit more flair. But again, that O is pretty simple. Come back to it and put a little dot in it. Try and bring it to life a little. But yeah, you can see I can add the, the style and over exaggerate these letters by just adding stuff at the top of them, really. I haven't flicked off nothing, that's probably from the bottom. The O is always pretty simple. Unless I do this O and I sometimes put a 1 in that. And then that N into the O. And as you would have heard me say in previous videos, I can always end the tag with a madness, with loads of style. But yeah, you get it. Go over them letters again there. So the O here, pretty basic. Well, it is basic, there's nothing to it, it's just a normal O. But the M, basic, but I've just added this underneath. E, I'm not interested in. Another O, again basic, but I've made this one a bit, I've exaggerated it a bit, I've made it more sort of circle, quite big. I mean, compared to the S, it's quite big. Added a 1 in it, even though I'm writing someone, it's just, yeah, a bit of style into it. And then the N, again, there's the bottom, hooked it into the O, up, down, up, which is just it's just finishing it off quite easy for the E to go into it. So it's kind of hidden a little bit. I mean, the M stands out more than that N, maybe. Yeah, I hope that's helped anyone struggling with these letters. And I'll get on to the next episode as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and follow me, and any questions, drop them in the comments. Peace.